Hello and welcome to Forward, a podcast all about finding small steps we can take in order to move in the direction of our dreams. I am your host, Lydia Morales. So whether you're running, stumbling, or crawling forward, I am here for you. We're going to figure it out together and do amazing things. Hello and welcome. I'm so excited for today's episode. I am here with Rebecca Price, and I am so excited for you to learn about her journey. She is a soul-aligned life coach and healer. And Rebecca, thank you so much for being here. And
thank you for having me.
Of course. So to dive right into it, can you give us a quick overview as to what your business and life looks like right now?
Sure, yeah. So I work mainly with women, and I work from my home in Bournemouth, and I see ladies both face for hands-on therapies. I do a combination of different holistic treatments, so energy healing, so Reiki, things like that, massage, reflexology, and then I also do rapid transformational therapy. So I see ladies all over the world via Zoom, and I have one-to-one healing sessions with them. And mainly I help spiritual and ambitious women to activate their intuition and self-worth by guiding them to heal their soul so that they can unlock their true potential and create a happy and fulfilling life on their own terms.
Oh my God, that sounds so amazing. You do so much on. That's so beautiful.
That's great. I really enjoy it. I love it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow, and from all over the world.
Yeah, I've seen ladies all over the world. Yeah.
Wow. Well, what inspired you to start your entrepreneurial journey and become a soul-aligned life coach and healer?
Well, when I was younger, I had anxiety, I had low self-esteem, I struggled with confidence issues. And when I was at school, my best friend had bipolar, and he was seeing a psychologist at the school who gave him this hypnosis recording tape. And he wasn't really bothered about it, but I was really, really interested, and I was really intrigued. And I said, oh, can I listen to that? And he gave it to me, and I started to listen to it every single day. And it was a Paul McKenna tape. And I started to notice day by day that I started to think differently, and I started to feel differently. And all of those feelings of anxiety just started to disappear. I started to feel more present in the moment. My confidence was increasing. And then I just became really intrigued, and I knew then that this was something that I wanted to learn more about. So I started to read books on self-help, spiritual development, personal development, and the power of the mind, really, and the mind-body connection and healing and that kind of thing. So that was where it was kind of born. And then from there, I went on to train as a holistic therapist, as I wasn't quite ready or confident enough yet to dive into the world of hypnosis and hypnotherapy. And it all just kind of progressed from there. And I spent, after about 10 years of me seeing clients one-to-one, I knew that I wanted to help my clients heal on a deeper level, as they were, opening up to me about their problems, as well as having hands-on healing therapies. So I decided to then do a counseling course. But I knew that wasn't the route I wanted either. I wanted to do the hypnotherapy. So eventually I did a seminar with Paul McKenna, and then from there I discovered Marissa Peer, who does rapid transformational therapy. You might have heard about her, and I knew that was the method that I wanted to train in, and so I went and did the training for that, and I've never looked back. It's changed my life as well, and I've healed a lot of my own stuff. But yeah, I've gone on to help a lot of ladies around the world to transform their lives as well.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible. So the journey definitely started very early on with that tape, that recording.
Absolutely, yeah, and it all just kind of progressed from there, but that was where it started. Yeah, it was that Paul McKenna tape. Yeah, it changed my life.
Well, now I want that tape.
You can have one of my tapes.
Right? Even better. Yeah, that is incredible. And I love how when you started to find your way, you also started to just do the research, how everyone just dives into, okay, what do I need to know in order to do it?
Yeah, it really ignited a passion, and a spark, and then it's never really stopped. And the learning, has just continued. And I still love to learn more and more, to this day. And I think I'll always be a lifelong learner from that. Yeah, I find it so fascinating what we're capable of as human beings, and how much we can change and adapt and evolve.
Absolutely, because you're a completely different person from where you started, right? And
Definitely,
the
yeah,
feeling
absolutely.
and the energy just shows and flows, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, and what do you think are the core things that have gotten you to where you are now? Because a lot of, the listeners are at your starting point. They haven't figured it out yet. So what do you think are the core things?
Yeah, I think it's about pursuing your passion, what it is that really lights you up, what really excites you and thrills you. It's follow that thing and really commit as well. The commitment, I think, to my journey is what's kept me going, because there's been times when it has been difficult, and I think if you really enjoy it and you're passionate about it, you're not going to give up when the going gets tough. So I think I think for me as well, like I love that feeling of knowing that I've made a difference to somebody's life. And I think that's what's kind of got me here as well. It's that motivation to help others as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my God. And it's feeling that we're also contributing in the same field that you're so passionate about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
powerful because you're like, I love this. I can do it all day. And
Yeah. And then it doesn't feel like work as well, because you're doing something that you love so much. So yeah.
exactly. And I think a lot of times, people that are unhappy with their jobs, they're maybe stuck in that 9 to 5, and they're like, why does this feel like work? Why do I hate it? Well, it's like, well, you're not
Absolutely.
aligned with this.
Yes. Yeah.
Spreadsheets are not your passion, which that's why you're drained.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think, we all have these passions for a reason as well. There's a reason why why we're called and drawn to do the things that we want to do. And, like you say, when we do align with that, things start to flow, and yeah, you find fulfillment and meaning and purpose.
Yeah, and it's almost like the path unfolds,
Absolutely, yeah.
steps
Yeah,
at a time, and you start seeing it, and it's
definitely.
you having the courage to say, I want to go in this direction, and we'll see what happens. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing what can unfold from that intention.
Yeah.
Mm.
And are there any things you weren't expecting from this entrepreneurial journey?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be quite as transformational as it is. So I didn't think that I would have to heal myself on so many different levels, and get out of my own way. There's been a lot of blocks that I've had to work through, and as I've done that, I've healed myself from. I actually had fibromyalgia for 10 years, and I was quite poorly with that. And as I did the deep inner healing and the deep transformational work to kind of up level myself and my business, I realized, the root cause of the fibromyalgia and why I'd been so ill, and a lot of that was living out of alignment. And yeah, I got to the root cause of that. So I managed to completely heal myself from that. So I'm completely free of that now. So I really wasn't expecting, to go through so much deep emotional healing. I also pursued a relationship with my absent father, which has brought a lot of healing as well, which I just don't think I would have ever done any of that if I hadn't been on this journey. So I think that it's been, I didn't expect it to be, as deeply personally transformational, as well as a business journey.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a great story. And,
Thank you.
so many times we don't realize that our life only expands to how we're able to grow as people. We have
Absolutely.
healing, we have to work on ourselves, and then that's when everything transforms. And I feel like most of us are taught that it's the opposite, that you have to, like kill yourself at a job and then you'll be happy inside. And once you have the money, once you have the position, and it's completely the opposite. And I feel like our generation is learning that it's about the inner work.
Absolutely. Yeah, the inner work will get you everywhere. And I don't think it ever really stops. It is a journey. It's like peeling away the layers of an onion. You peel away one layer, another layer pops up, and it just sort of keeps going, really. But it's, with each stage you up level, you upgrade, and you grow, and it's amazing.
Absolutely. Oh, I agree with all of that. And so, speaking of self-growth and all of that, do you have any habits or rituals to keep your mindset on track and to keep you moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I practice daily gratitude. I think that's really important for me. I really noticed the difference when I stopped doing it for a while. And I think there's a lot of power in the spoken words. So I like to say out loud my affirmations. So I do write them down as well, but I also like to say them out loud. And I like to kind of affirm, what I'm grateful for. Even if I haven't got it yet, I'm sort of calling it in, and I'll say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm expanding in, love, happiness, peace, joy, harmony, whatever it is, and I'll give thanks to the universe for that. Meditation, very, very important to me. Again, I really feel it when I haven't meditated for a while. And that helps me to not just to stay focused, balanced and calm and to keep me on track, but it also I get a lot of my inspiration and ideas come through when I meditate as well. So I often keep a notepad and a pen next to me and I jot things down. So that helps me because I get inspired ideas. And if I take action on those ideas, I find that, that's how my business is a soul-led business, really, because I find that it comes from, a higher self and, a larger part of myself that's connected to the universe. So I think yoga as well is a big one for me. I like to keep my body moving and also just constantly learning and then reading books, taking courses and things like that.
Oh my goodness, you do so much, and I absolutely love that, because sometimes, again, we think, okay, I'm meditating, that's going to solve all my problems. It's more than that, and having those rituals that really are expansive on different things, like you're doing yoga, you're saying your affirmations, meditations, all of this. And it's, the magic is in the combination and the consistency of tools, and I think it's awesome. And definitely. I love your tip of being grateful for something you haven't yet received. I haven't heard that one before. I'm totally gonna use it.
Yeah, that's a really powerful one, because I think when we can really feel that thing, even if we haven't got it yet, it's aligning us then to, we were already in the feeling of having it. We're already in the vibration of having that thing. So then we're more likely to draw it into our life.
Absolutely. And then also you having like your little notes next to the meditation. I never thought of that either, because you're such in a calm state that it's like ideas are easily flowing compared to when you're stressed and unhappy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's important. It's when we're in that quiet place, we're able to hear, the conscious logical thinking mind has gone to sleep, and we're able to then access the subconscious mind. So that's, it's infinite, and it's got infinite ideas and wisdom. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Oh man, to anyone listening, please try all these things. You never know what you might love and what might you be aligned with,
Absolutely.
So what do you do when you begin to feel stuck in business or in life?
I think the main number one thing is that I make sure I'm moving my body, because I do feel that if I haven't moved enough, if I haven't exercised enough, that's when things start to become a bit stagnant in my life. So I'll make sure that I do some really vigorous cardiovascular exercise just to get everything moving. And we'll take some time to write down my goals. And then I really like to feel into, again, we're going into the feeling into the emotion of having already achieved those things. And And then what I'll do is I'll make myself a hypnosis recording, and I will put all of those things in it, and so that I can create those visual pictures in my mind. And then I'll start to listen to that daily. And then, within a couple of days, I'm back in my flow, feeling excited again, and really believing in myself and my goals for the future.
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. So you make your own.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So at any stage where you're at, you're like, okay, I'm stuck with this. This is what the recording's going to tell me.
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody can do it as well. It's easy to get yourself into a relaxed state. We just roll our eyes up as high as you can, and then basically we take ourselves down some steps from 10 to 1. So you close your eyes and then you just visualize yourself going down some steps from 10 to 1. And you just let yourself relax, just tell yourself you're going deeper and deeper. So when you're recording it, you could just put in everything that you want in your future, and you just put it all into this recording. So, I'm doing this, and you just put it all in there. And as you listen to that every single day, the mind learns by repetition, and then your mind starts to create these pictures and starts to believe that that's your new reality. So you're much more likely to move towards those things. It's a really good way to reprogram the subconscious mind.
Yeah, that's incredible advice. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to do that now.
Welcome.
Getting all these tips.
Excellent.
Oh, and what advice do you have for those that want to follow in your footsteps? Those that want to be life coaches and healers.
I would just say, just absolutely do it. Just follow your soul's calling. You're called to that for a reason. With practice and with learning, we're capable of more than we know. So yeah, you can absolutely do it. Just stay committed to the journey. Don't give up. There will be challenges along the way, but just keep going. And you can absolutely achieve it. You can achieve anything that you want when you put your mind to it. So I would just say, really, really just go for it.
Oh, wonderful advice. And it's so true. Once you're so focused on what you want and you say, this is it, I'm not letting something stop me, especially ourselves, because we stop ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's that commitment, isn't it? It's just committing to the journey and putting your intention out there and just moving towards it. And it's amazing, how much change it can bring along and growth on the journey as well. So it will. I'll just say to anyone, it will change your life for the better. So just do it.
Absolutely. Oh, and Rebecca, where can people go to find out more about you and your services and the wonderful work that you do?
So my website is www.rebeccaprice.co.uk. On Instagram, it's at I am Rebecca Price. And on Facebook, I am Soul Aligned Therapies.
Okay, awesome. And to everyone listening, all the links will be in the show notes, so you can easily find her and have her be your life coach and healer, because you can just feel this loving energy and you being so aligned with who you are and the work with you do. And that honestly just resonated throughout this whole interview. So very genuine, and I absolutely loved having you here. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much, Lydia. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Guys, thank you so much for listening. As always, we will see you next week, and go and follow Rebecca. She is amazing.
Thank you.
Today's episode was sponsored by my Create Daily Joy course on Udemy, where you can learn how to put yourself first and find the path to a happier you. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know where the next one airs, and feel free to tell a friend about it as well. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.